When the slave discovered the diamond, he quietly hid it in his mouth, but his actions were still noticed by the overseer. The overseer at the same moment approached the slave and ordered him to hand over the diamond. But as soon as the slave handed over the diamond, immediately the overseer punished him for his actions. He patted him on the head. Nick, who was nearby, witnessed the whole scene. However, shortly afterward, he too seemed to find something in the box. Wiping the dirt off the surface, he realized that it was a white diamond about the size of a pigeon's egg. At a time when the diamond industry was just beginning to develop, Nick immediately realized that a white diamond was of great value. If he could keep the diamond for himself, it would be enough to provide wealth for his family for generations. But carrying around such a large diamond would be easily noticed by the overseers. And just when he didn't know what to do, a water pipe suddenly burst nearby. So he took advantage of the overseer's distraction and quickly slipped the white diamond between his toes, and then Nick left the mine under the pretense of going to the bathroom. But as soon as Nick arrived in the jungle, the overseer shouted, "Stop!" He immediately told him to spread his fingers on his hands and checked. Had he hidden the diamond in his mouth? Checked him from head to toe. But he couldn't find the diamond between his fingers. Nick was very frightened. He thought he was going to be punished just like the slave who was in the swamp. Nick panicked and hurried to get away from him. He carefully hid himself in the jungle and watched his surroundings with great vigilance. Then he took out the diamond hidden between his toes. He could not help but admire it up close. This diamond was enough to make him rich overnight. Nick quickly ripped a piece of cloth from his pants, nervously wrapped the diamond, and prepared to bury it in the ground. Suddenly, a toy gun was pointed at him from behind. It turned out that all of his actions had been noticed by the miner after all. Nick thought he was going to die because of this, but the next second there was a loud explosion. The overseer was knocked off his feet by the blast wave. It turned out that the government troops had found them. Nick quickly buried the diamond. He was then surrounded by soldiers and thrown into the prison. What he didn't expect was that the overseer was also imprisoned in the same facility. And soon, he spotted the imprisoned Nick.